Hello, everyone. A very warm welcome to all the parents and our little curious learners here at Tint and You. Today, session is truly special because we are going to talk about two beautiful life skills that can become our best companions for life: public speaking and creative writing. हम सब जानते हैं कि बोलने और लिखने का हुनर सिर्फ कम्युनिकेशन के लिए नहीं होता। ये एक आर्ट ऑफ एक्सप्रेशन है, एक कॉन्फिडेंस का सोर्स है और एक सेल्फ डिस्कवरी का जर्नी भी है। And to help us explore this beautiful world of words and expressions, we have with us a very special guest, Miss Pooja Sinha. She's an experienced educator, a passionate mentor, and someone who has transformed countless children into confident speakers and creative writers. उनके सेशंस में बच्चे सिर्फ बोलना नहीं सीखते, they discover their voice, and that's the most important beautiful thing. Pooja believes that every child, in fact, every person has a story to tell. And with the right guidance, even the most introverted kid can shine like a star. So let's welcome her with a round of applause as she takes us to this journey of building confidence, creativity, and communication through the power of public speaking and creative writing. A heartiest welcome to you, Pooja.
Thank you, Akshay. First of all, you yourself are so enthusiastic and you set the tone so well. Thank you so much. And I really appreciate you having me over for this wonderful podcast.
Thank you so much. And I'm so happy to have you. And I have been known you for like some time, few days now. And I
Yes.
really want to draw an attention of my viewers, of your viewers, that she is an amazing lady, very confident and very kind-hearted too. So, Pooja, when
Thank
you
you.
hear the word public speaking, creative writing, and vocabulary, what comes to your mind first? Skill, art, or
Yes.
survival?
Yeah, absolutely. So I'll just, try to simplify. In fact, I take public speaking and creative writing with life as such. So if you look at a human life, when they are born, what happens eventually when they'll study, they'll acquire some skills, but what are the top two things they're going to convert to? So either they'll be entrepreneurs, like you yourself are an entrepreneur, I am on the entrepreneurial journey, or we will be providing services to various organizations. Now, in both cases, we are intended, we have to communicate, right?
Yeah.
But today, in this busy world, in this swamped, set of circumstances, nobody has the patience, Aksha, nobody has the patience. So, what do we have to do? We have to communicate with the right set of words at the right time, with respect, politeness, and guess what? Rapidly. So, let's say if an entrepreneur has to sell his goods or services with so much going on, with shots coming in, we got to be rapid but at the same time effective, isn't it?
Yes.
And let's take somebody who's doing services. There's so much of competition. The word competition is surfacing as if everybody is competitive in nature, but this doesn't happen. But still, in the world of competition, with such less attention stand, we have to have our elevator speech ready. We have to communicate just the right thing for our performance indicators. So what happens is communication is a skill that is now required for survival, I would say, whether you're an entrepreneur or you're a service provider. And guess what? Let's look at it personally. If you are fond of traveling, if I'm fond of making a network, if I didn't have the appropriate communication skills, the right words with politeness and respect, who's going to come to me? Who's going to, why would even we both be talking to each other? There's
Yes.
something we saw beautiful in, each other's part with words that created this connect. So I feel it's a skill that we need today for survival.
Wow, so beautiful. So it is an amalgamation of skill, art, and survival, I guess.
Yes, yes,
Pooja,
yes.
like, can you recall a moment in life when the right words made all the difference for you?
Actually, I'm a product of such kind of experiences, and that is the reason so much of conviction in public speaking and creative writing, so many incidences happened in my life that had made that and continue to happen in my life that has, made me believe that this is a skill that all of us should acquire. So I had just joined a corporate giant, and it was 1 year into the system, and we were always dealing with the clients from the US, from Europe, and managers were supposed to make presentations telling how we and the team are doing. So one fine day my manager, he fell ill, and the super boss came to our bay that time. They're called bays. A lot of people are sitting together, and he said, who's going to do it? Because this gentleman, he's, called sick. And I don't know what happened to me. I just grabbed the opportunity. I said, wow, it would be such a wonderful experience talking to someone in the US, exchanging words. And, so I grabbed that opportunity, Aksha. And that, had a rippling impact. Fortunately, due to choice of words, due to knowledge that probably I had, the presentation went very well, and then a series of opportunities, were backed by me. And when that happened, my confidence increased, my visibility in the organization increased, I got my promotions. So, it had a rippling impact. Even today, when I'm trying to build a network of people talking to parents, if I don't have the right set of words, nobody on the phone is going to listen to me. So I even now I keep practicing, and I believe that you got to strike the iron when it's hot, and multiple opportunities will flow through you.
See, she's saying it so naturally and so beautifully, impacting so many lives while listening to us, the viewers, the audience, the parents, and the from toddlers to teens, whoever is listening to us. It is like the truth of life. When an opportunity comes, we have to grab the opportunity. And I often say कि बच्चा जब गर्भ में आता है तभी हम उससे बातें करना चालू कर देते हैं. So, Pooja, do you think like we should start this early, the moment we conceive as parents, like dad and the mom? Dad also says that बच्चा तुम्हारे tummy में है, but I want to speak to the kid. So, how early do you believe that communication skills start shaping a child's personality?
That's again a very beautiful question, Akshay. I love your questions. Let me confess.
Thank you.
Scientifically, it's been proven that when the child is 25 to 30 weeks in the womb of the mother, the child starts to respond to the mother. We all know that, and then we say, oh, the child has started to kick, and we are on cloud nine. Oh, my child is kicking. But what is happening? We're building a communication mechanism with our child. And therefore, Akshay, it is told, and unfortunately, it's not the truth in India that a girl, a woman who's, expecting must be given a very positive environment. So what is happening is that the mother is talking to the child just when the child is 25 to 30 weeks into your womb and the child is kicking. So you're establishing a bond.
Right.
Yeah, the father can establish that bond. That's why, it is preached that please, listen to good music. Do not have an environment that is negative. So that's where the communication starts. Now, when the child is 0 to 3 months, when the mother calls him or her by the name, now the child is, little bit trying to move, give that little smile. Now, what is the child is now responding to the mother's sound, the father's sound, the dadi's sound, the dadaji's sound, if, involved in first place. So now the child is responding. 4 to 6 months, the child starts speaking little bit, Baba, Mama, Papa, Dada, and everybody in our Indian society, like, oh, they said Mama first, they said Papa's first, but that's where the child is responding. So this is the, level, the stage in which the child is understanding communication. Can you imagine? So how essential is communication? How important it is? And as they are growing, they are like sponges. Whatever you will feed, they will speak. So, in my opinion, communication at a very early age, as early as this, we should start, whereby the child starts to respond. through
Right,
his
right.
own
And
body.
communication, I feel it's something which is the power of, our energy, our confidence, and our upbringing. And this is something which
Yes,
never stops. The moment the kid gets into the womb till the last breath, the connection and the bond comes from this communication. So
yes,
think like
completely.
Pooja, focusing on storytelling and expressions can replace rote learning.
Hmm. See, rote learning is a very integral part of our society, of the Indian system as
Yes.
such, I must tell you.
Yes.
So what is rote learning? It is learning through repetition. Now, let us confess it has become really boring for the children. That every now and then we are asking them to mug up, and the child who can write in the exam of what they mugged up is the child who's a topper. But have we not come across so many children who are topper who are now struggling to even make one speech,
True.
one conversation, one meaningful conversation because all their lives they were struggling to become that first, second, third aksham. But I believe storytelling can bring about a lot of value system in us. Storytelling can simplify complex subjects. Let's take the example of our epics like Ramayanas and Mahabharatas. That is one thing. What else did Ramayana teach us? Loyalty. Loyalty of, Sita Ma towards Lord Ram. Loyalty of Hanumanji towards Lord Ram. Taught us loyalty. Patience when they were, not in their kingdom. So they teach us so many values. What did Mahabharata teach us? United we stand, divided we fall. So what happened there? These are the epics, but also, recently and for time immemorial, these stories are there which teach us, how does a caterpillar convert into a butterfly? How does a seed become a plant? Through
Right.
storytelling, this process gets very simple. In fact, couple of times I've taken a few kids out for a nature walk, experiential learning through stories. In my neighborhood garden, we went and we learned vocabulary. So, what storytelling does is it simplifies complex, aspects. And when you start early, Aksha, what happens? Now it's in their DNA. Now they want to do experiential learning.
Right.
So this is what I believe that storytelling cannot replace rote learning, but certainly make it very easy and motivating for the children.
Right, right. And coming on to public speaking. So when we do storytelling sessions, or maybe when the kid is very much into stories, the kid starts, interacting. He starts
Yes,
visualizing. And the emotional
yes,
intelligence also gets increased that ways. So,
absolutely.
yeah, and the imagination. So, if I can say, like, if I can ask you that how can creative writing and public speaking nurture imagination, empathy, and emotional balance, but in both
Yeah,
children as well
yeah,
as adults, because as adults also
yes.
need that.
Yes. So let's talk about emotional balance first. You might already know, but for our larger audience, I would like to, say that journaling has become one of the most preached exercises by psychiatrists and psychologists to children and to adults. What does journaling do? First, what is the meaning of the word journaling? Journaling means writing down your thoughts on a piece of paper in a copy. So, what is it doing? Mind, we all know, has trillion thoughts coming into it all the time. Our mind is cluttered. Environments are nuclear. So, what journaling does, it helps you pen down whatever is there. Resultantly, your mind is calm, your mind is serene, it's tranquil, and the whole traffic is now on paper. It's like a smooth road versus going on a road which is full of traffic. What's the difference? So that calmness is fair. Why do we like drives in the morning or late at night? Because there's no traffic. So here you got to declutter your mind, leading to emotional balance. Manifestation coaches are now telling you to write down what you dream.
Right.
If I want X number of students, you want X number of viewership, pen it down. What is that doing, Aksha? That is giving us a ray of hope.
Hmm.
I can achieve this, and hope can move mountains. So what is it doing? It is helping us write down, okay, this is my endeavor, this is my dream, I'll achieve it. That's what's happening. And when you write down, eventually what is all of this is doing, it is giving shape, it is giving words to your thoughts, it's giving power to your thoughts, and it has again a rippling impact. The moment you start making these little things, now it will transfer into academic excellence, it will transfer into public speaking, because now you have the power of words. So this is what I recommend, even for adults. Please create this culture at home. I influence with so many families, but there's only this one family, and I'm actually, taking that practice from that family. The mother and the two daughters sit down and they write their gratitude notes at the end of the day. It is so powerful. That's why that girl is so, happy-go-lucky. She's so contented. She's winning international competitions
Wow.
across the globe. So I feel it is going to lead to emotional balance. When it's emotional balance at the in the family, from the parent side and the children side, what is happening, Aksha? The society is becoming a happier place.
Right.
The society is becoming productive, because without achievement, how are we going to be happy? So that's what I feel, it is such a huge aspect of our personality today. Write, declutter, calm down, and be productive.
Wow. And this I'm taking from you today, that even I am starting with writing this journal, gratitude journal,
Okay?
and it will
Brilliant.
definitely give me happiness. And we are taking this
Abs-
from Pooja, and Pooja is herself doing it. And I want all my viewers to do this as well, because we all want it to be a happy place, a happy world. And but
Yes.
Pooja, I really want to ask, yeah, I have this one question, that in today's world,
Sure,
in the
please.
world of Chat GPT and Google, Siri, and you say even the small kid comes, Mama phone dena, मेरे को Siri से कुछ पूछना है, Mama phone dena, I'll just Google it. So in today's
Yes.
digital age of short forms, emojis, how can we revive the beauty of creative writing? We really need this. It is a need of the hour, that people are
Yes.
forgetting everything. They just want to command and the result comes, the result pops. The mind has stopped working. Even our mind has stopped working that ways.
So I'll tell you, this is not a very easy question, and the answer is also not very easy. The solution is not easy. What is happening is we are following trends. And, because everybody has a phone, everybody has a gadget. So resultantly, what is happening? All our emotional energies are being channelized into that electronic gadget. So now what is happening? You are even for, families going for dinners, lunches on the phone. In fact, now it's become the good is bad and the bad is good. So now you have to put rules that please keep your phones away. It's a family gathering. And then in that also, we are all, not very happy about it.
Right.
So in this case, Akshay, it's people like you and I who really have to take bold steps. There ain't any other way, but today educators and people like you are promoting education, and you are also, a great storyteller, I know, is our job is tougher. Why is it tougher? We are going to be moving against the society, and the society has wrong norms. So what we have to do, Akshay, we got to make our whole system very motivated with wit and innovation. Now, what do I mean by very motivated with wit and innovation? Motivation means you cannot be that conventional educator whereby you say, look, you didn't do it and you have to do it and stand and sit, so on and so forth. The moment the child enters in your environment, be it online or offline, he should feel, okay, I can talk to Aksha ma'am, I can talk to Pooja ma'am. These are the people I can be myself with. So you got to build your techniques. I have built some. but every educator will have to do it. The second thing that we have to do, Akshay, is wit. Wit is what? Getting, fun in your work. So let's say, for example, if a child is making a mistake, you can't pin, you have to communicate to that child, but with wit. Make it funny, but that's also an art. It's not cast in stone, and it's not on a piece of paper. You got to create your own methodologies. And third is innovation. I like to give an example to you. So I'm very fond of vocabulary. I love vocabulary. That's something that drives me, makes me have fun with my work. So recently, when our country, it's a matter of pride for all of us, for all the viewers, for you and I, our country won India Women, World Cup. India won that. So what I did, how can I spread awareness of this? Because I knew most of the kids won't know. And it turned out well because barely 20% of the children I interacted with this week knew it. So what I did on the spot, I made two presentations, phrases that are trending, words that are trending. Maiden victory, queens in blue, victorious moment, home crowd, so on and so forth. So what I did, I matched current affairs with vocabulary, and the sessions were really exhilarating. So what I'm saying is, but what is it demanding out of you and I? Wit, motivation, innovation. And you will be surprised to learn, my courses have no books, Aksha.
Wow.
Everything, my worksheets are self-created. Yes, I take help from some international websites because they have some great worksheets. If some teachers want to connect through your medium to me to know what are those, they're tried and tested, websites, platforms. But it's no course book that I have. I don't believe in it because they already have it. There are Annans and Martins. What else can I do? But I want to make it fun. So what you're saying, no, getting back that culture, a lot of responsibility lies in the hand of the educators also.
Right. And to all the parents, children, teens who are watching,
Yeah,
I really want to, say this to you that start writing. I am not saying that don't use ChatGPT. Of course, you have to use it. But first, use your brains, use your creativity,
yeah,
and then ask ChatGPT to improvise that. That will be, helpful. And, vocabulary impacts communication, confidence, and it
yeah,
helps in career
a
building
lot.
as well. So yes, yes.
Absolutely,
It is, I
absolutely.
think vocabulary is the silent power which can do wonders in life. Yes, Pooja? So,
Absolutely. Yeah, absolutely. So vocabularies, I told you, Akshay, it is my personal favorite because you can communicate, you can create, on the spot an impression. They say first impression is the last impression. This is your opportunity. Go grab it, but learn it first.
yeah.
Secondly, you can say more and less. As I said, the patience, the attention span of all of us, not us, but I know children because I deal with them, is so minuscule. So let's say, for example, if I had to make it, I have a theme called very vocabulary. I love it. It's if suppose I'm very hungry, I'll say I'm famished. If I'm very sad, I'll say I'm disheartened. If I'm really happy, I'll say I'm ecstatic. So now these kids are learning these new words. They're having a whale of a time. They're enjoying themselves. Similarly, let's take this sentence, Aksha. I knew I'm making a mistake. I still did it. Long sentence. I could simply replace I knew I'm making a mistake. I could say knowingly I made a mistake. Just 4 words,
See, listening to you,
four
I
to
feel
five words.
like joining your classes, and I request on behalf of all my viewers and all your viewers that we
So
should
sweet.
have a session just on this creative writing, public speaking, and vocabulary. And we will have so much of fun, and we will learn so much from you. So it is so much fun
Thank you,
listening
Akshay.
to you. And so when I'll just adapt this to my life. I don't know how will I do. Matlab, it will be wonderful.
That's very humble of you. That's very humble of you.
Really
Not
mean.
at all. But yes, these are the things that I have some proven records. So therefore I can say it with conviction, you know.
So, Pooja, these days I'm very happy with the schools. The school format is such that they, inspire and they give chance to every kid to speak on a platform. They have this show and tell sessions, and they just speak about all the festivals. They enact everything, and so this is something which is like really, really good. So, but I want to ask, like, even I have a kid, 7 year old, and I wanted to ask, like, what are the biggest fears like people face while speaking in public, and how they can overcome it. Like, I also want to ask how they can overcome it, because my son, like, he doesn't want to speak too much. He says, I'm good at sports, I'm good at activities, so I don't want to speak. I want to take I want to participate in dance. But this I don't entertain this thing very much, because I want him to speak,
Yes,
because
yes,
speaking is the power of today. Everything comes
yes.
while communicating. So I understand this fear. So I really want to ask you that what are the biggest fears people face while speaking in public, and how they can overcome it as well.
See, little bit, I like to add a practical information to what you're saying. See, unfortunately, at the cost of sounding against the schools, not every school is encouraging children. Even I am today associated with at least 45 plus schools, pan India, top schools. And what I see is there are these 5, 7 children only, Aksha,
Oh,
from nursery through 12th who get these opportunities. To be very honest, this through this medium, I want to tell you, and for those next 25. And I can assure you, your child will become those top five. And some of my kids are already top five, winning competitions, school council, so on and so forth. But I am there for those 25 because I don't want an inconfident India, first of all. So, this is one thing. Secondly, the biggest reason why children are going through this is because of the fear of being judged. Judged by their teachers, judged by their parents, judged by their friends. You will be surprised to know, Aksha, that a 7-year-old came up to me the other day in my class and asked me, ma'am, what is the meaning of body shaming?
oh no.
A 7-year-old, I took a breath before answering this question to you. And this is a huge, I think, reason because we all are in nuclear families today. That our kids are not speaking because they're being judged. Not supported, judged for their looks, judged for who wears specs, who is thin, who is this, who is that. I don't want to get into the details, but the fact is because they're being outwardly judged. How is their handwriting? How is their hair? How are their specs? How are their bags and all? They have secluded. They don't want to speak. And the judgment comes from home, then schools, then friends. Tell me how many motivators do you and I have personally in our life? Barely. We can count them. There's barely any. And this is how India is growing. So if we could, if we could remove the fear of being judged, if we could give them love, affection, they will become. I am there, many, other teachers are there, you are there too. But this societal change also has to go. The society has to change. So this is what I feel. Please don't judge these little ones. Please don't judge even adults. Please don't judge anybody. Please accept them just the way they are. And please encourage them to be a better version. So in my class, Aksha, there's no first, second, third. I say there, and I know who are those first 3, 4 children, but nobody knows. And in the process, I want to say be a better version of yourself.
Right.
You
And
know, and public speaking will come. It'll be a byproduct.
of course, yeah. And see, I want to convey this to all the viewers in India that please अपनी सोच बदलिए. Stop judging. Stop being judgmental about every small little things. Teach your kid, teach yourself that judging is not just right. It is not the need of the hour. We have to accommodate, we have to adjust, and we have to start expressing ourselves to be more confident and to stop these criminalism which is happening, and the
Yes,
rise
yes, yes,
are
absolutely.
coming from nowhere. And body shaming, yes, is it's like one of the very very important factor which we are facing every day we are facing this. So please, this bullying
Yes,
cases, and this all happens because we don't talk, we don't communicate, and we don't
yes,
think.
yes. Yes, we don't talk because, like, if I talk to Aksha, what if she thinks this about me? If I talk to Pooja, what about, this, the bag that I'm carrying? And your biggest jewel, I want to tell you, is your personality, your communication. That's the biggest jewel. Your confidence is your biggest jewel. Invest in building confidence rather than invest in building, your outward. Invest in building confidence. So this is what I want to say. And in Hindi, they say na एक और एक 11 होते हैं. You get this one person in your life, Aksha, who is your pusher, who's motivating. Your life is sorted. So look for such people.
Right. So it was such a wonderful session. And like, if I would ask you, like, if you had to describe the power of words in one sentence, what would it be?
In one sentence, it'll be impact, Aksha. In one
Wow.
word, if I would say, it's the impact. It's the impact you create on me and the impact I create on you. Impact could be positive, motivating, demotivating. You choose what you want to be. I have chosen to be, motivating. This is my life goal. I want a confident and happy India. So if I could have the right set, the right impact, and have that rippling impact, on others, I think, we should be doing that. We should be motivating people. Please give compliments generously. Please say thank you generously. Please say please generously. Be kind and start with your family, Aksha.
Yes.
And see the impact you have on the society.
Right,
For
right.
me, it's the impact you make.
Wow, wow. And so, what message would you like to give to parents, educators, youth, teens about nurturing communication skills, creative writing, public speaking in your daily life?
Yeah, so the first thing that I want to tell everybody who's probably hearing us today is first take a decision. Take a decision to invest in your communication skills because they are inevitable. Good communication skills are inevitable. So first take a decision. The moment you take a decision, as they say, the universe will conspire to help you. So you will get the right set of people, you will get the right set of mentors, guru, but first take a decision to invest in your communication skills. And the moment you do that, the world is your oyster. Doors will open, Aksha. And you are one of them that I want to say that you can reach out to seek good health. I am available to guide. So, but take that decision first, and the world is your oyster, is what I want to say.
So beautiful, so impactful. So this was me, Tint and You, the graphic mama with Pooja Sinha. Please follow us on Instagram, Facebook, and YouTube. And I will share all the contact details of Pooja ma'am. And you can just go and talk to her even if you just don't join her classes, because talking
Most
to
welcome.
her is also a bless. Trust me on that. So thank you so much, Pooja.
Thank you,
Thank
Harsha.
you.
Thank you. Thank you so much. And, I want to, through this medium, say that thank you for giving me this opportunity. As, you have allowed me to express what I feel, which I feel with conviction, a subject, and I have for everybody met Aksha, and she's genuinely trying her best to make an impact on the society. And therefore, I even agreed to do this podcast with you. I know I'm in the right hands, and
Uh-huh.
I really wish you all the best. I really
Thank
wish you all the
you.
best.
Thank you so much,
Thank you.
Divya.
Have a
It was
beautiful day.
amazing. It was amazing talking to you and, inspiring so many people out here.
Thank you, Akshay. You have a beautiful day, and thank you. I'll catch up soon with you.
Yes.
Thank you.